Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, and you know what we do on Monday is Army Mondays. So today I'm just giving you an overview of my first 3 weeks of Captain Career course. So I have my notes here on my phone, so if I be looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So let's get started. So as you see, I'm not in my uniform because we are doing virtual class. So that means you do virtual at home, and you can just wear, you know, comfortable clothes. You can wear your uniform if you want to. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not a requirement that you don't wear your uniform, but just have some comfortable clothes. So we had a virtual setting. So I have in my house, I have a room where I just do my work and do the visual aid and everything with the class. So class starts at 09 to 1500. Sometimes we get out of class a little early. Sometimes it'd be like 09 to like 12. It depends on your SGL. When I say SGL, I mean your small group leader. So my small group leader is 2 captains. So I have a female captain and I have a male captain. And they teach different courses, but we be in the same class, but they teach at different times. So first week, it was a little overwhelming in my opinion because it was more like an orientation. So do orientation, you introduce yourself, and it was more like a expectations, the breakdowns, what they expect of you in the course, and basically they just tell you everything that you need to know. Well, not everything you need to know. We basically cover like we pick positions. You have an S1, an S2, an XO, an S3, and an S6. So no, not an S2. We have a S1, XO, S3, and X4. So we have 4 rows that you can choose from in the class. So I choose S1. So I'm S1, so I cover everybody's leave, pass, finance issues, anything that come up with like vouchers, anything like that. That's what I cover, and that's my lane. So you stay in your lane with your role. We went over rubrics, went over the location, how you find things through the system. So we're using a blackboard, like like high schoolers use, or like college students use, like just regular blackboard. And we just went over this stuff. So where you go find your material, where you find your quizzes, where you find your assignments, that certain thing. So why I say it's overwhelming, because when we went through those assignments, we had a calendar with like assignments, and it seemed like every other day you had something to submit. And as you know, I'm taking my master's class. I have 1 class that I'm taking. I was taking 2, but I had to drop the other one because of so much stuff that you have to do on phase 1 of Captain Career course. Luckily my class did not start, so I was able to drop that class before it even started, so that is a plus. But I am taking 1 class right now, which is almost over. Everything's going good with that class, so kudos to me. Well, yeah, so the assignments, it seemed phase 1 is like a whole bunch of written assignments, so a whole bunch of essays that you gotta write, a whole bunch of papers you have to write, and it's due every 3 days, I can say that, and sometimes it's every other week, including the briefs that you have on top of your class. So when you go to class, sometimes they do tell you to do a little brief with you and another classmate. So you and that classmate has to do a brief in like 15 minutes. So it depends on your SGL and like what their requirements and expectation of you. So as you know, like I said, Captain Career course break down in 3 phases. Right now I'm in phase 1, which is the Common Core phase, which is all written assignments, and basically just written assignments and briefing, but you have to brief throughout Captain Career course. So I'm in phase 1. So the assignments that we already submitted was like a first sergeant counseling. You have to submit one of those, argument paper, information paper, and a mission command paper with the 6 principles of mission command. which I already turned in 3 of those, and right now, well, 2 of those. The argument paper is turned in 2 days from now that you see this. And then the mission command paper is due a week after. So they give us enough time to get everything together. I mean, they give you enough time, don't get me wrong, but it just seems like you constantly doing something, you know what I'm saying? So another thing is class discussions. So in my class, sometimes, you know, you get a little nervous speaking to people like this, like we're talking, but I don't get nervous. I mean, I just talk just because, you know, because I'm comfortable talking to y'all. But sometimes people get a little nervous because of the class discussions. But we have a lot of class discussion. If you don't discuss and participate in class, that dock your points off from your class. So just make sure that, you know, class discussion, that's what I've been doing. Just, even if you don't know it, ask a question. The next thing is working out. So just because it is a virtual class, the thing that I do to work out is every hour on the hour that I'm in class, I pause my, not really pause, but like click off my my video so you can't see my face, but I put my mic on mute, but you can't see my face at all, but I can still hear what you're saying. And so every hour on the hour I stop, I do 10 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, or I change it up, I do like 10 squats and 20, you know, a different exercise. So I do that on the hour every hour to make sure I get my PT in, because after class you're like trying to get papers completed, trying to look over papers, and then you also have quizzes after your class is over with. So every time we do a discussion in class on a topic, you have a quiz that following, like after class you have a quiz. So every day you have a quiz to do. So it's like you're constantly doing something, you're constantly trying to get stuff in. Another thing that I do for PT is waking up, you know, early in the morning before class start. Like I said, class start at 09. So usually I wake up like 5:40. The sun comes up around 6, so that gives me enough time to get out the door by 6. I usually just run around the neighborhood a little bit and do an exercise, because we're on the 3rd floor. So usually I run up the stairs, run up and down the stairs to get some cardio, and then I do a little workout on my staircase, and then run around the neighborhood. So I try to get that running in as well, as much as possible. Because like I said, it's so much work, like I'm constantly doing. I went over quizzes, so the next thing is briefs. So I had my first brief. Well, when I had my first brief, I had 2 briefs in one day. I was like, oh my goodness, I hope I don't brief the wrong information in the other one. But I was fine. I was good to go. My first brief, it was very interesting. I got 100%, but it was very interesting because as I was briefing, one of my daughters came in the room and was like screaming, but I kept going. And then at the end of the brief, I was like, you know, hey, I turned my video camera off because one of my kids came in the room, and as you can hear, you know, they were screaming a little bit, but I got that under control, and I was still briefing, and they was like so proud of me, because they are gonna throw distractions at you as you're briefing to throw you off your information. So just make sure, like, I just keep, you know, keep concentrating, keep focused on what you're doing. So I can say my first 3 weeks of Captain Career course, it's been okay. I've been getting everything completed on time. I've been participating. I've been getting PT in. I lost, you know, a couple pounds while I'm home because I'm incorporating my PT into my class. I'm not eating as much. You know, I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes I skip breakfast because I'm trying to get everything knocked out before class start, but I try to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner as much as possible. My friend is helping me out with, she has a workout program that she's trying to get, you know, up and running, so I'm helping her out. She's helping me out by giving me like some ideas for like shakes, protein shakes, because I never had a good protein shake. I was drinking those little ones from like, these little small ones from like Walmart, but like I said, it's been going good. I can't complain. So that's basically my whole first 3 weeks. When I go to, I'll follow up with you guys when I go to my next phase. So if I miss the next week of Army Mondays, just know, hey, I'm in class. I'm trying to, you know, get everything together. But I will have videos coming. I'm motivated, just like a little hobby of mine. I really enjoy this time speaking with you guys. So I will see you in the next video, you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you tell a friend and come be a part of the team. And I appreciate all the new subscribers that I have. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for coming to be a part of the team. I really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.